Hey everyone! Today we are going to address the issue of the cleanliness of my room. Now, my room isn't really dirty or messy by any means. It's more so just disorganized, and there's a lot of clutter in the way because I was recently reorganizing my closet. I took everything out and I kind of just left it all over the floor and it's in the way, so we need to take care of that. My goal with my room is to create a relaxing environment and a space where I can come to do productive work. Now, separation of those spaces is somewhat difficult considering that my bed, the sleeping space, and my desk, the working space, are literally inches apart, but I'm going to do my best with what I have. Overall, the name of the game is to simplify, reduce the clutter, reduce the distractions, and make an environment that I enjoy being in. So without further ado, let's start cleaning up. The first area that we're going to be taking care of is this section right by my closet behind my bed. It is just ridiculously disorganized and cluttered. When I said I threw stuff on the floor, I was not kidding. Inside the closet, we don't have a ton of space to work with. As you can see, I've already started throwing stuff in here too, so we have a lot of work to do. But we just have this little section here. In my old closet layout, I had all my film gear on that side, but considering that I access it so much, it really doesn't make sense to put it in the harder to reach area. So we're gonna be flipping things, putting the film gear on this side of the closet and backpacks and such that I access less often on the harder to reach side. Pro tip, I'm gonna listen to the Mindset Design podcast while I do this so I can get some great knowledge while I'm doing something productive. Okay, I've made some pretty decent progress so far. As you can see, we have the drone case, and then the tripod case will go in the corner there. I have the tripod over right now, so I can't put it in yet. And then the camera bag down there, camera accessory. I have my pull-up bar and my foam roller, and then in the back over here, if we open it up, I got duffel bags, backpacks, travel containers, things like that. The rest of this stuff, honestly, I don't really need in the closet. Maybe that little camera bag because I do tend to use that, but all this other stuff, all these random boxes from the Ronin and from the drone and those mic accessories that I haven't used in forever, I don't need these in my closet. I can declutter. If I don't have space for them elsewhere, I can at least put them in the top of the closet, which is another area that we have to take care of. But I kind of want to challenge myself to just keeping my closet as bare as it is right now, because I think this would be excellent since it's actually functional. Another thing I actually forgot about is these two bins. They were formerly underneath my old bed, but my new bed is too low to the ground, so there's not enough space underneath the bed to fit these things. So I also want to see if I can fit them inside the closet, especially the fitness stuff, because the fitness stuff should go with the other fitness stuff. Okay, so this is my memory box. It's where I keep a lot of things from throughout my life, a lot of little memoirs, papers, old stuffed animals, things like that, things I just want to hang on to. And I have a lot of stuff on my bed right now that should be in this box. So let's stop talking and get it inside. Okay, the closet is basically done, or it's at least as packed as I want it to be, and I'm left with all of this stuff. And there's a question awaiting me. What do I do with all this stuff? Now, some of the stuff is things I should keep, like this case for my microphone and box for my camera and box for the Ronin. These are things I should keep because every once in a while I need to pack it up. The question is, where do I put it? My mom has told me that I can put some of these things in the basement, so I may end up doing that, but that doesn't really fully solve the problem. That's more just a band-aid. It's just putting it in another space. I think as a compromise for now, just to get it out of my room, I will put it in the basement because we do have a tiny little storage area. But eventually, I'd like to get to the point where instead of just moving things to another location, I'm actually getting rid of them. Okay, this is the next area to clean up, my desk. Actually, one of my goals for this year, one of my kind of identity characteristics, ideal identity characteristics, is to keep my desk clean at all times. And for the most part, I do that. But every once in a while, it just gets a little messy. There's a little too much stuff on it. And I always have to remind myself, all right, this is a space I have to keep clean. So let's move some of this stuff. Now that I've cleaned up the closet, I have a better space for my microphone. And then like cup and water bottle, those are things that were normally here that I'm okay with having. But like this paper, I haven't drawn on this in a while. I can get it off my desk, things like that. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, now that the desk area is clean, there's just a couple spaces left to take care of. And that is moving these things on my bed. I'm probably just gonna end up putting them in the basement because there's a couple things I wanna take to my dorm in the fall, like this little pendant here and that shower curtain. So those things will go in the basement, and then a couple other things that will go in the basement are these things that came off my walls. I was trying to sell them on Craigslist, so might as well take them out of the room while they're being listed. And then the final section, and what I think is the most difficult section, is the top of my dresser. Now, this used to be like the I love me wall, you know, all the awards, all these plaques and everything for FBLA and such, and I'm proud of those accomplishments, and I don't want to, you know, get rid of them by any means, but I just want to simplify the space on the wall. And part of simplifying, by the way, side note, is to fix these holes that came from these magnetic boards. That will be done in the future. I won't do that today because it's getting late, but that will be done, do not worry. I think the plan for this dresser is to keep the watch box because I kind of like it there. It complements some of the wood features and everything. Keep the fan because I desperately need it. It gets very hot in my room. And I'll probably keep my Nationals trophy because that's one of the accomplishments I'm most proud of, and also it looks super cool. I think everything else can go in that memory box that I showed earlier, or can move to another drawer or another spot, something like that, just so I can declutter this space. Because also, when I'm sitting at my computer and we got the webcam action rocking, people are seeing this area, so I want it to look somewhat presentable. I've been plugging away over here. I got the bin out again because I'm putting the plaques and such that used to be on my dresser in the bin. I still want to keep them because they mean a lot to me, but I just kind of want to declutter the space and still have these for whenever I want to go through the memory box and take a trip down memory lane, look at them, and remember what they symbolize. Alright everyone, I have unfortunately broken one of the cardinal rules of filmmaking, which is never film in dying light. But regardless, the room is done and I think it's looking great. I'm really enjoying just the simplicity of it all. Just looking around, it's nice, and there's a lot more space, it feels like. So overall, I'm really happy with the results. Thank you for joining me on this cleaning adventure. I hope it was at least somewhat entertaining, and I hope this inspires you to take a second look at your regular spaces and redesign them in the best way for you. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and I will see you in the next one.